Boo! Hello guys, and welcome back to another black screen. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! And this time, instead of playing Sword Soul, we're going to play the other half of the lore, and we're going to play Branded, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail. And that is because there's also a new Branded build that has been popping up. It's the 60-card variant with, like, the Ishizu stuff, so we're going to be playing that. Yeah, that's basically it. Climbing out of plat, whoa. Just got done with Ishizu Branded. Nice. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be playing. 60 cards, yes. That is the plan. She grassing on my fairies. I love that name. It's this one that I want to change. Let's go! Branded! Here, we'll just delete this one. Adventure Branded. Ah, I miss it. Relatively budget version. Yes. Okay, we need the Herald of Orange Light. I could just throw in the 1, or I could throw in the 3 and be like, F the ban list. But we'll just throw in the 1, Herald of Orange Light. Grass. Despia monsters. We want 1 of you. We want 2 of you. We want 3 of you, really. 1 of you. I guess we're playing comedy, right? This guy's not playing comedy. That feels criminal. I don't know how I feel about not playing comedy. This one's also only playing 2 tragedy. Huh? Is that common? No. What is happening? Okay, this looks far better. Let me show you what we're looking at. Let me show you what we're looking at, because I'm not going to lie, these builds are making me confused. They're confusing me. 1 comedy, 2 tragedy. Are you sure about that one? I feel like 3 tragedy, no comedy, maybe. I also feel like Mercurier is a must. We gotta play Mercurier. Obviously, we're playing... I want to play 2-Kit, I think. I think 2-Kit is probably necessary, because that's 4 ways to search out the Branded Fusion, which is very nice. This is 43 cards. Hold on. This isn't the one I clicked on. Salute to a real one. Probably last time it will be viable. Play this variant. Huh? Oh, shoot. 60 cards. Go back. I do like Keeper of Dragon Magic. I don't know. I feel like comedy... Definitely 3 tragedy. Definitely 3 tragedy because of grass and because of snow and because of stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about the Millers. Most of the Millers I feel like are not necessary. The Shufflers, fantastic. Albion is nice. Definitely Mercurier. Maybe 3 Mercurier. Definitely Gamma. Definitely Max C. I like these ratios with the 3 of Edge of Chain due to the fact that it is milled more frequently. Definitely well, we definitely want like lots of hand traps and going second options. Pot of Desires is cracked and crazy. That's just Pot of Greed. So we're definitely gonna play that one. Triple Fallen of Albaz, pretty simple there. Okay, okay, let's see, shall we? No Proskinian. We'll throw in the comedy for now. Might change that, might take it out. Definitely 2 of you, 2 of you, 1 of you. Cool. Obviously we need a Branded Banishment. And then we go Branded. We could go Albion. I don't know how many I want to play. We'll throw in 2 for now. I might cut it to 1. Definitely the 2-Kit. It's just too good. Do we play Branded in High Spirits? That's the question. I'm going to throw in 1 just as like a maybe. Retribution is nice because it adds back like Branded Fusion, which is also pretty good. We definitely play the sword since we're playing the Albion. We may play 2 Albions, so having sword is even better. Definitely the 2 of you. Probably don't want... Do we play 3? We probably don't, right? No. No world do we play 3. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, whoa. Brigand. Albaz. I only have 1 Mercurier. No, I need 3. Is the field spell actually good in this build? Yes, because you can reset it off of a tragedy, and then you can just get an additional fusion summon, which is very nice. Desires equals 3 branded fusion banish. You are too hesitant, and I will tell you that that is just not going to happen. Level 8 or higher? I feel like Titaniclad is definitely the way to go, right? Are they also playing Titaniclad? Literally not playing Titaniclad. Cringe. 2 of you, 2 of you. Yep, yep, yep. I want to play more Mercurier, but I also don't want to spend my UR tokens on that, so there's that. Maybe later. Maybe later. They've really made Mercurier a UR. I can't believe that. That's just... That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway. Go... Oh. Dora. Keldo. Desires. Blur. Oh, Fright Fur. Fright Fur. The Fright Fur engine. And then Poly. Super polymerization, regular polymerization. We need 2 of you. And then our super poly targets of Predaplant. How do you spell Predaplant? Don't know how. Predaplant. That guy. Do I have Starving Venom? I should have Starving Venom. Oh, it's not a Predaplant. Starving Venom. This is definitely a Predaplant, right? Like, this has to be. I'm surprised that this isn't technically a Predaplant monster. Ooh, should I be playing Mudragon? No. 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 Are we playing is Shizu branded? Yes, we are. Can't believe Super Poly is back to 3. Yep. Me neither. That's dumb. Who said Expulsion? Expulsion? Why the hell would I play such a bad card? Ash. Mixie. Oh, I don't have snow in this. There it is. Snow. Definitely need at least 1 snow. Probably more, because snow is a problem. Do. I feel like having Baguska would be nice. Am I wrong? Probably. I don't have Harpies. I don't have things like Droplet or Imperm or something like that. True. Can't fit any more cards. No. Okay. Definitely cutting you down. Definitely cutting you down. Are they not playing Maxi? No, they definitely are. They're not playing Ash. That's what it is. I don't have Called By. Oh, shit. Too many cards! What to cut? Not that card. Not that one. I do really like the Keeper of Dragon Magic, allowing me to get into branded fusion, but it is kind of costly, and it's like, just play kit. The max is 65. You can't actually play 65 cards, you can only play 60, but you can put 65 into your deck. Oh, he's not playing Herald. No, he definitely play Herald. What are other people playing? I don't have Harpies. Okay. Okay, we're definitely cutting comedy. You can cut tragedy down to 2. Cut the Brandon and High Spirits. Honestly, kind of want to cut Dramaturg. Dramaturg kind of doesn't do much. And then cut an Ash. Maybe. That? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. We'll play this. Alright. Here we go. Cut the Gamma for Herald? What do you mean? I'm already playing the one Herald. Brandon can play with Brandon in red? Wait, what? What are you talking about? I would cut a Maxi over Ash? No, for us it's way better to have Maxi. We can play through Maxi very easily, so we don't need Ash as often. Patchwork Engine to 2? No. That's just not it. Multer, were you saying, like, cut a Branded in red and only play the one? Because, I mean, that is an option. I could do that. But I like this. I like where we're going. 3 Tragedy, 3 Herald. No Gamma. First of all, Herald is limited. Hence why we're playing 1. Second of all, that's also why we're playing 2 Tragedy. And Gamma is basically Herald. And it's a light that we can send to the graveyard. If need be. Man, I really wish the Tri-Brigade sleeve was better. We'll do this one. You know what? We'll do... That one looks so bad. We'll do Gear Town. Hold on, is there a better... We'll do this one. The Draconic Tactics. I'd love Konami to give us a driver and no Gamma in our starting hand. It's gonna happen. How dare you say that? Branded Fusion and Grass. That grass looks greener. Oh, I forgot to name it! What are we naming this? New ban list isn't out yet. Not technically, but you might as well play the new ban list because, I mean, why not? It's gonna be out in like a couple of days. This is also, you gotta think about it from my mindset, where it's content as well. So playing something according to the new ban list helps other people in the future when they look at my video. Branded Despia, Shizu, Spring, and Grass. No. No. Let's call it... Oh, what is that? What is the name of that show? Gas, gas, gas. Gonna step on the gas. What is it from? Alright, that's a terrible. Never mind. The Simpsons. It's Simp. There you go. You need a haircut? Damn, dude. That's the last comment you'll ever say. Damn, dude. Dark Law Mask Exchange 2? That is not the play, but sure. What's up, Gambler? How you doing? Take out a droplet and add an imperm. No. Why? Why would I do that? What? Please inform me as to why that is a better option. Chillin'. Nice. Is it worth it to craft this third Super Poly? Yes. Super Poly is busted. Super Poly is disgusting. Super Poly is ban-worthy. Yeah. Craft the third. It's real good. Oh! Holy shit! Oh, we grab Albion here? Oh, we grab Kit here? Oh, fuck, what do we grab? We're gonna grab Albion here. Why no Branded Retribution? We are literally playing Branded Retribution. Okay, let's go Albion here. We're gonna send Sword. No, that's fine. Branded Red. Fantastic. We're gonna go Sword here. Do I play the TCG? Yes. Not as much as Master Duel, because it is far too expensive for me. But it's still good. Because you can turn one Imperm, and the last thing you want is to draw 2 to 3 droplets in the opening hand. I mean, technically speaking, yes, you're right. However, the problem with that is... sorry, hold on. The problem with that is then that I would have to... I'd have to just draw the Imperm, and it's better to have a 3 of than to have a 1 of. That is only going to work sometimes. It's not like we're playing Crossout. Don't just put a 1 of in your deck. Droplet is better 9 times out of 10 for this deck, because we want to go first anyway, right? So it's just better for me to do that. We don't really want to go Albion. We'll just go Mirror Jade. Yeah, this is very simple. Could have dumped like Snow, and then I could have banished like the Tragedy or something. Yeah, that probably would have been worth it. Anyway, I have it normal, so we'll grab up the Albaz or Alagoober. Good lord, this hand is busted. Indeed. We need to see if it's the new box for some reason before I craft. If it's in the new box for some reason. I very highly doubt that, but it may be. It may very well be. Okay, let's go Alagoober. Effect. I'm gonna search out the... Could search out Retribution. Retribution kind of doesn't do shit here. Could go Branded Lost. What does Branded Lost get me? Gets me Kit? Oh, Branded Lost gets me Kit, which then gets me Banishment. Yeah, we grab this. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Okay, we go activate the Branded Lost here. Sure, sure. We activate the Fusion. Sure, sure. We go... We go Fusion? We go Fusion. We use... We go Masquerade, using you and Guy on Field. Go Branded Lost. Grab up Kit, Special Summon. Shuffle back the Polymerization. That's the play. If the opponent sees your hand, they might just surrender. True. Grab Banishment. Or they probably have, like, the out to all of this, which would be very frustrating. Alright, set 1, set 2, set a 3rd. Pass it. There's no Ecclesia or Kit here is starting to kill me. Literally Kit right on the field right now. What are you talking about? Dark Ruler? I'm fine with Dark Ruler. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they banished Albion. No. Tip. Just the tip. I should probably go Banishment here to grab up the second Masquerade. That's probably the play. Let's go Branded... let's go Despian Tragedy into Branded Lost. Branded Lost search. I guess we're searching like Albion here. Albion display. Sure, that's fine. Which one are we targeting? Watch them target this guy. No, it is that one. How much do I care about that? That's ultimately fine. They banished my snow! Oh, wait, they banished the Albion as well. L. Grab the Ad Libitum. That was all in draw phase, by the way. Fun. Fun! Fun, fun, fun. Well, when your opponent literally has nothing and you get full combo, yeah, that's all. Yeah, we're going first. I always have to think, because sometimes I'm too quick and I'm like, I'm going first, and then I'm actually going second, and I'm like, oh no! But yes, we are actually going, we are actually going first here. Ooh, how very interesting. In no world do I start with the Branded Fusion. I always start with Grass. Yes? No, I start with the Branded opening. I'm lying to you all. Okay, they do have Ash. That's good to know. Special summon the Goober. Activate the Goober. Goofy Goober, yeah. We're gonna grab Lost. Just kidding, I fucking lied. It's actually La Cucaracha? No, they could have Imperm. That is a possibility. That's a real possibility. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. It's nearly impossible for Branded not to get full combo. That is not true. Most of the time, they don't have full combo. That was actually full combo, where I was able to search out multiple things and on double Masquerade and on like the whole shebang, including the Mercurier in hand. That is full combo. They don't have the motherfucking grass. But excuse me? Or Ash. Sorry. Huh? What? Nande. We can add back the Branded Banishment. That's criminal. That's criminal. That's insane. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's activate the Retribution here. Grab up the Banishment. The Sword Soul video was very informative. Keep them coming. Will do, good sir. Or ma'am. Who knows? Do I think Tier will be better than with Branded or just with the Ishizu cards? Just with the Ishizu cards. Let's go. Albion. What am I even sending here? That's a great question. Albaz. Send Albaz. I don't know. Did I milk Kit? I didn't. Oh, good. Oh, good. It was good with Branded before the Ishizu stuff dropped in the TCG. In the TCG, it was mostly played without the Branded stuff. It was mostly played with Dangers as like a pseudo way to get the monsters into the grave. But of course, that's when they weren't pre-hit. True. A Retribution and Sword not worth playing in 40-card lists. Sword isn't. I think Retribution arguably... It depends. If you were playing Albion, then it's probably worth it. But if you're not playing Albion, then no, it's not. I knew they had it. What's funny is I just don't fucking care about that. Because now we can grab the Ad Libitum. Oh, well, I guess Ad Libitum doesn't really do a whole lot here. Well, that's fine. We'll go like this. Oh, we grab the Albaz. We have to grab the Albaz here. Grab Albaz. Do you have DD Crow? What the hell? What do you have, sir? Motherfucking Ghost Bell. Well, would you look at that? Huh. Too bad that negates activations, you dumb motherfucker. Branded Lost is a cool card. He didn't ash the grass. No, he didn't. Reasons. Just don't think about it. If you don't think about it, it makes sense. Except it doesn't. It just never made sense to begin with. But, okay, now we can go Sword here. Grab back the Albaz. Which I kind of need, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna special summon out. Do I go Albion? Do I have a light? Oh, I don't. It's not really worth it to go Albion. Yeah, we'll just go Mirror Jade. Cringe. Oh, I could just add the Mercurier here. I could either add the Mercurier as additional disruption, or I could add Kit, which adds red. And then we set red in banishment. And then we die to a single interaction, don't we? Yeah, we definitely go Kit. Definitely. 100%. 100% we go Kit. Do you have Nib? What do you have? What do you have? Huh? Is this 60 card branded? Indeed it is. Do they also have Nib? That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Could add theater. Why in the world would I ever do that? We're adding Branded in red back from the grave. Because most of the tier cards in the TCG were at 3. They're fitting the missing gaps with hand traps and board breakers. I guess, sure. If he did, he would have used it to get rid of Mirror Jade. In theory, in practice, probably not. What was that guy's hand? What was that guy playing? Oh, it was Striker! Okay, that makes sense. So it was Effect Veiler. That's what they had in hand. They had Effect Veiler. But they couldn't have activated the effect of the Effect Veiler on our Fusion guy because it was chain block, or it was protected due to Lost. So you couldn't negate it there. Wow, just, you know, just a million hand traps. I love this deck and the way that it plays. It's so very interesting. It's just Zodiac. It's just the way the Zodiac plays. Is Striker still good? No. With the amount of hand traps that decks can play through nowadays, no. It doesn't set up enough interaction. And like going first, it's like, oh, haha, I got double Widowmaker. That's crazy. And it's like, awesome. Anyway, fuck you. I just play through it anyway. Like, oh, I'm going to steal your monster. And it's like, great, normal summon now? And they're like, oh. Hey. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Pitching the Fallen of Albaz. Crazy. Talking about hand traps, indeed. Gamba! Perfect hand going first and second? Indeed. Branded in red? Did we hard draw it? They're thinking. They're thinking about it. They're like, We saw Gamma before we saw Driver. That is crazy. Granted, it's 60 cards, so it's very unlikely to see Driver. And now they normal summon Fallen of Albaz, and I cry. And I go, no! Okay, so they have Called By. 100% they have. No. Well, they probably do have Called By, let's be honest with ourselves. The second one! At 2! At 2! If they have Ash, I also lose. Very well could be Ash. But I was like, I highly, highly doubt that they Ash that right there. That would have been insanity. It would have been the right play, because I would have had nothing. But there's no way that they do that. Let's go Polymerization, dude. Poly? I should have normaled. Because then I could have gone into Chimera. But that would have cut me off of a few things. We're gonna go Q. Q, I think, is just the right play here. Because I'm guessing they have branded banishment. That's my assumption. Is that it's branded banishment. We'll go Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2. So that we play around the Ash and we get the guaranteed search. Sure. Tragedy. Grab the Goober. The Alley Goober. Alley Goober. Activate the effect. Grab up. Could just grab the branded in red. Actually, that is the play. Just say no to branded fusion and just be like, alright, I know you have the Ash. Grab the branded in red. So we can go like Chimera. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Let's proceed in the way of forward and go to battle. Attack. Activate your branded banishment that I definitely know you have. Cool, great. Take another 25. Cool, fantastic. Main 2. You think I'm activating anything here? Heck no. Do I set the Super Poly? I could make Verte and then go Branded Fusion. Wait. No, I think we definitely do set the Super Poly. Cool. We'll pass. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Allure? Allure? Sure. Yeah, you can have Allure. That is fine with me. Yep. Ah. They didn't have Ash. Turns out. Didn't have Ash. Huh? How do you brick? Oh, I now see how you bricked. I'm playing 45 cards with double Albion and both of these. And we're also playing Keeper. This version seems definitely a lot more bricky. We're also playing 3 of this. Why are we... Oh, I know. Oh, okay. I know why we're playing this. I know why we're playing this. This is Super Poly target. You have 1 Super Polymerization. Only 1. What is happening? Well, they didn't really brick. I mean, they had full combo with the Albaz. Like, they drew opening. We just gammed it, right? So, they went for Albaz, and it got stopped, so they couldn't really do anything. This is a hand that we have. The most I could go for is like Chimera. Wow, this is a really bad hand. We're gonna set this. We just set this, and we're gonna pass. Because I literally can't do anything here. This is a really decent going second hand, and a really terrible going first hand. Playing around triple tack. They obviously have the out anyway. There it is. Well, that's not bad for me. Given the fact that they can't deal with this guy, that's not terrible. Oh, it could be much worse. It could be Math Mech, and then we're actually screwed. Out comes Hugin. Hugin. Imagine if I had Ash. That'd be crazy right now. Did just a second tip? Of course they did. Why would they not have? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's the Splight version, so we should be fine. If it's the Floodgate version, we lose. If it's the Splight version, we have a chance here. Especially since they use their carrot. But it really does depend on the draw. We have to get a really good draw here. Splight Runic is easier in this instance. Normally, it's not, because they could play through our board a lot more effectively. But, because of how bad our opening was, it gives us a chance to actually do something. Whereas if it's the Floodgate Runic, we probably don't get to play the game. But even now, it's like, we probably don't get to play the game. I don't think they know what we're playing, right? They've seen Maxi and Ash, that's literally it. Ibly. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Did you just target the Ibly? Oh, it was carrot. Okay. Can I just say how much I despise Ibly? At Sakura-con? Sucker on these nuts? Fuck you, Silver. Oh cool, Gamma. Now it shows up. Alright, we'll flip Snow. I could send Super Poly, but that just gets negated. So is that worth it? Probably not. Let's go... I don't want to get rid of anything, because if I do, I can't go for Chimera. I kind of have to, though. Okay, we're going to activate the theater. See if they negate it. Yes! Okay, fan-fucking-tastic. That's a great thing that just happened. This is like the only chance I have. Destroy it, sure, that's fine. Okay, activate polymerization. Don't have a way to deal with the Predaplant Verti Anaconda that is currently sitting on my field. Just don't have a way to out it. Just don't do... Yes! Fantastic. I get to play the game. In theory. In practice, probably not. Chainlink 1, Chimera. Chainlink 2, Chain. We are negating the chain. Sure. That's a-okay. We can go Snow. No, that's fine. And before freezing curses, I would love to see freezing curses right now. Because guess what? It literally can't do anything right now. Okay, let's go to Let's threaten battle. Mm-hmm. Activate the effect. Sure. They probably go... What's her face? Underworld Goddess? No. Avramax? Avramax. Unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. Continue main phase? Yes. We are going to... I guess just set one. Set one. Pass. Probably, now that I'm thinking about it, because they can't target the Guardian Chimera, it probably would have been smarter to pop the IP Masquerena so that I could walk over the board at the very least. But, I don't know. I also drew two pretty... Well, okay, that's the end of the game. I also drew two pretty bad cards at that instance. But... not a whole lot. I mean, given our opening hand, I think we played that about as well as we could. Playing to the out. That's all you can really hope for. My opponent also misplayed horribly. Granted, they didn't know the hand. But in no world do you ever negate that theater. You just don't. IP boosted makes it my favorite boss. It's my least favorite thing. Okay, it's not my least. But it is terrible. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just Dragoon. I was losing every coin flip yesterday. It's justice. For how bad it was yesterday. Cool, we gotta grab the branded fusion? Yummy. Yummy. What's up, Fabian? How you doing? I'm doing it all right. Do we go Albion here? We go Albion, which sends Snow, which is pretty good, but we don't really have anything else to go off of that, so it's not really worth it. So yeah, we just go Tragedy here. Send you. Lou Bellion. Snork, me. Let's go Chinook 1. Chinook 2. Discard the Fright for Patchwork. I missed yesterday, unfortunately. Yo, is that Mirror Jade? No, it's Mirror Jade. Grab the Adlib? Yeah, I guess we're grabbing the Ad Libitum. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see the play. Okay, we're gonna go Mirror Jade here. We're gonna go Send. We're gonna go Banish. Cool. Then we're gonna go Poly into Dragostapelia. You and you. Activate Edgem Chain. Sure. Fright for Patchwork. Set a card. Pass. Albion. Setting Branded in red. And we do have the Tragedy as the only target, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. If someone managed to get 3 Mirror Jades on the field, that'd be kind of broken. Literally, because you can only control one. You'd have to... They'd all have to be negated. At the same time. No. You'd have... I don't think that's possible. I actually don't think that is possible. Coldplay. I was trying to think of like a world in which like, oh, their effects are negated, so, but then I was like, but if you try to summon one, because you have the other one, it wouldn't work. So you'd have to like negate the effect, but then change its name? Control as a condition, you can't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, then you just straight up can't. Long one. Long one is freaking annoying, but sure. Yo, cockroach! Woo. What did they end up sending? Adhara. Interesting. I hate that this gives me 2 draws. This should only give me 1. Whoa! That's a really good draw. That is a pretty solid draw. Do we just go Mirror Jade effect here? They haven't normaled. I think we do go Branded in red for Masquerade to bring back the Mirror Jade. So that we have this. In front of face monster effect where you control a fusion monster. Dimensions from a lot less. Yes, I think that is the play. So we're gonna go Branded in red. I guess I could go Guardian Chimera. Is that worth it? Oh, I could go Q. Oh, Q is the play. Right? Q is the play? Yeah, we go Q. We're gonna go U. Chinook 1. Chinook 2. I was like, oh, we go Masquerade. And then I was like, oh, no, wait, that's just dumb. We just don't do that. Because we have Q. That's the game. Yay, Maxi! To be fair, I don't think Maxi mattered in that instance, because we still end on the same thing. We get to banish their monster. We specifically banish the token. And then whatever they end up normal summoning, or summoning off of that, we can negate and modulate the level, which just like entirely fucks them. And then we have Q to kind of close it out. I mean, my opponent literally didn't have any interaction, and they didn't have an out to Max C, so ew. That was kind of just not very fun. We always forget about Quertas, yeah. Until you open the extra deck and you're like, oh yeah, that one! Oh, that's the right option. This guy's name is Yoda. Sword Soul tier 0 for sure. Well, not when you play it like that. My guy started with Ecclesia. You don't start with Ecclesia. You start with the Yadhara in your hand. Unless he didn't have another worm. In which case, what is in your hand? If you don't have another worm, what is in your hand? I'm just gonna... Actually, do I care about playing around? No, that's fine. I was like, do I care about playing around the triple tack? And then I said no. Oh, well, it's a good thing I didn't. End of the turn, end of the phase. Wow. Watching branded combos at the dog park is something. That's for sure. Patchwork. Patchwork. We're ashing that. The fuck? They're getting... I hate when players are rewarded for making the bad play. I hate when players are rewarded for making the bad play. Those fucking live twins. Alright. I have the cockroach. I'm guessing it's the second called by? Nope. Cool. Ah, yes, the patchwork engine certainly bricked me in this instance. Of course it's what's causing the issues. Of course I have no brain cells and shouldn't be playing the patchwork engine because it's so fucking miserable. Imperm, you... Certainly I didn't need that polymerization to do my plays. In no world was that the right play. Yes. Obviously I should take out the entire Frightfur engine because it doesn't work. How's this man at Platinum? I don't know. He just plays a lot. I would buy a booth with a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh players and a really non-anime specific character one. Was the alt art of Kisskill and Lilla. No. Oh wow, this hand is pretty decent. Why is he in high plat? He plays a lot of games. Guys, you don't have to be good. You just have to play a lot. That's it. Denier? Denier. 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 Huh? What are we playing? Sorry, the normal summon of the... Illegal! Eh? Illegal. The opponent is Wi-Fi. No. Pitch Draco back. Sure, sure. Of course, of course. Illegal! I think we stopped the illegal knight, right? 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Oh, and you know what else? I can shuffle back the Draco back. Is that worth it? No. Yeah, I figured. I was like, if they're normal summoning Denier, their hand is probably ass. That's a terrible draw. Look, Kukaraja. Sure, sure. That is A-okay. So I can either go Allure. We 100% go Allure here, right? 100%. 100? 100? 100%. We're gonna go and start off with the... We're gonna start with the Allure. Damn. That sucked. That was just bad. Cool. Cool. No. No. Alright, let's go Harpies. We'll shuffle that away. 1, 2, 3. I think you could target any. Anything. Okay. Do I want to flip this down? No, but I do want to flip this one. Oh, but I literally can't. That's fine. Battle. Attack. Main 2. Pass. It's not even like I could have played into that max save. Just straight up couldn't have. Huh? Because this is not an effect monster. Oh. I literally just drew the Herald of Orange Light. Huh? This is depressing. That does it. In theory. Well, at least cycles a card. We're gonna send to the grave sword. We send the sword to the grave. Don't ash this. Don't do that. Please. Please just don't. Please just don't. Just don't ash this. Thank you. Alright, sword. What is he playing? I don't know. Could be a myriad of things. That's very, very funny. It's not very good, it's just funny. I can't fuse with them in any way. It's not an extra deck monster. Yeah, can't really do anything. Wow, that is hilariously bad. Sure, go. What do you have? What are you playing, sir? What is your deck? How do you have nothing? How do you have nothing?
And now I draw the motherfucking driver?
They have something. They have something. I can polymerize. I can super poly them. Oh, is this Spiral? Please tell me this isn't Spiral. Please tell me... No, this is Spiral. This is 100% Spiral. 110,000% this is... It's... We didn't send a Spiral card! What? Huh? Huh? What? Sure. Does it send for cost? Branded fusion. Oh, well, now you're just fucked. I now just win. I now just win the game. Huh! Huh! Okay, we're fine. They had DP a while ago. Just didn't use it. Cool. Anyway. Huh. Well then. That was fun. Ah, that was a bit of a scare. Too bad you didn't immediately go to battle! Oh, 100% they could have won. 110,000%. Cool, now reset the... Yeah, sure. Sure. And then they activate Fusion Destiny again. Just kidding, it's a hard ones. Sure. What am I worried about? What Link 2 could they possibly summon here that I am scared of? Halcafibrax. Wait, no. They don't have a tuner. You're right. My bad. And that's the scoop. What was that deck? We'll find out in a second. I gotta delete some of these real quick. Go away. Okay. That was interesting. I had no right to win that match. I drew like shit. Like, just every single card I drew was bad in a row. And yet somehow my opponent played even worse. It's pranks. 50 cards, by the way. 50 card pranks. They didn't draw a single prank. They're also... What? One? One of each? Huh? Huh? We're not playing the trap. We're not playing the trap. We're not playing plan. That's just not happening, right? This is not a... Ow! Okay. It's fine. How did that make the plat? What do you mean? Prank Kids is great. Just not that version of Prank Kids. Holy shit. That was painful. That was painful. DM Hero Prank? It wasn't DM Hero Prank. What are you talking about? Wow, what another incredible hand. Just an insanely good hand. Which one searches? This one? Let's go Keldo. Pitching the Mudora. Cockroach? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. That was the plan, was make Verte. Make Verte was the plan. Gamma! I love Gamma! Dude, I love Gamma so much! Ah, it's Mad Mac! Oh, I feel good. Oh, I feel great. Oh, no wonder they immediately scooped. They're like, Mudora? Alright, cool, good game. Thanks for having me. It was nice knowing you. Oh, that felt good. Normal summon Mudora pass. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I hate 60 card decks because of the inconsistencies, but dear Lanta, this is absurd. At least they're also playing grass. Tour Guide! I negate this, right? What am I? No. No. Stop. You violated the law. No called by. Fantastic. Jackalope! Sure. Snipe the Jackalope. Fuck. No. No. Man. At least it sends for cost. Sure. $60 decks. In Magic the Gathering, you have to play 60. That's like the minimum. That's like saying, in Yu-Gi-Oh, 40 card decks work very well. It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Is that how that works? Am I not going to be able to shuffle now? That's really frustrating. Alec. Sure. Sure. Activate. Send. Target. I mean, I'm gonna try. I don't think it works, but I'm gonna try. That one, that one, that one. Negate. Yeah. Should I go out on all out on Drytron pack or wait for tier? Wait for tier. I knew it got negated, but like I literally can't do anything here. I just have to hope that they don't OTK, which is it depends on what they play. But like Harpy's Feather Duster should be pretty good here. Like I literally play 60 so that I don't draw 2 ofs because we want a whole bunch of like singletons, and then they're just like, no, have 2 snows, have, you know, have a shuffler with nothing else, have just constantly draw snow. It's like I'm playing it at 1. Why am I still drawing this? Same with Harpies. Keep drawing Harpies. What did they add? Did I see what they added? Fogblade. Oh no. What did they... What? No. Activate the effect to boost. They are gonna go for the OTK. We'll see if they have it. I think Rebellion Dragon probably still gets big enough to just punch me. Is this OTA? Probably. Given the fact that he basically has full uninterrupted combo, yeah, I would imagine. Every deck can now OTK. Just be lucky you didn't draw full house. I mean, this basically was a full house. It was 3 one-ofs? Oh, not quite. No, it was 2 one-ofs, 2 of the same, and then the third one was slightly different. We're playing double Leviair? Interesting. What is this guy doing? Huh? We go Utopic? Yeah, Utopic. And then I nib him and he cries. Yeah, he's got it. Any summon here kills me. Except for that one. Wait, what? Oh, no, because he can still Xyz into, No, does he have it? He needs 2100 attack points. Very unfortunate to break against this deck. Yeah. Activate the effect. Pop self, pop. Oh, that was... Wait, no, he had lethal. It was Ragged Gloves that was activating. He had lethal there. Here we go, Razor's Knight. This is a hard one, sir? Oh, no. The other effect is hard ones first. Make Verite. Okay, now we do have lethal. He could access Code Talker? Well, he certainly doesn't play it. Actually, no, good enough. Breaksword couldn't pop because he needed one of my cards. Make fair team. Wow. Huh. Yeah, that is something. What are we sending? I guess just like Retribution? I guess? That's the best draw in the deck! Oh, shit! Holy shit. It's incredible. Truly incredible. Grab the kit. Let's go... Let's go Keldo, Pitch, Mudora. Because we're not playing the Gravekeeper Trap. That at least would give me 2... Let's go normal summon kit first. Before doing that. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah, baby. And now I can put the driver back. Let's go. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Okay, let's go Branded Fusion. Let's go... Do I go Albion here? We probably go Lubellion, right? Grab Tragedy, so Tragedy grabs Ad Libitum. Yeah. Go Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2. Chain this guy. Alright. Now I can special the Albion. And then do nothing with it. You're right. You're right. We just go Mirror Jade here. I could go Aluber. Definitely go Ad Libitum. Edgemp Chain. We could go Retribution, add back the Branded Fusion. No, that's A-okay. At least right now, that's fine. Pray for Patchwork. Activate the effect. Sure, that's also fine. Yoink yoink. We can't go Verite now. But we could go... Yeah. We'll just go Retribution now. There's no real point in not doing it to grab the Branded Fusion. I think we do the same play that we did previously. Okay. Sorry, slightly different play, actually. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna banish this. We do have target, so we're gonna banish the kit. We're then gonna go activate Polymerization. Go for the Drago. using you and you in attack position, please, and thank you. And then go Keldo, pitch Mudora, summon Self, trigger search Mudora. You can search out a second Keldo? That's disgusting. I hate it here. Okay, cool. And then we will go... I could set one as like a bait. Is that worth it? Probably not. What did I go for here? Not really anything. Yeah, we'll just pass there. We got the 2 Shufflers, we got Dragastapelia, and we got Branded in red. And then we have Branded Fusion as follow-up, along with the Ad Libitum. Yeah, we should be fine. Terraforming. Yeah, I probably should have used the Ad Libitum now that I'm thinking about it. You're right. Dragastapelia is better. Sure. Sky Striker Ace Ray, sure. Target. Sure. Tribute Self. Sure. Are there any new decks out? Not at the moment. Tier is the next one that's coming out. Hayate. Oh, cool. Literally all 3 rays. Awesome. Who? Tier elements. Tier limits. Tier. Hello? Sir? What happened? What happened? Never heard of them? Look them up. They're crazy. Ray. Special summon the Ray? Sure, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. How were they before? Insane. Probably best deck ever printed. Target face-up card. Negate its, or banish it. Yeah, we'll negate with the Dragastapelia. Might as well keep it on the field, right? Or things about to get interesting. Oh, I would much like that. Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor! That is just a negate right now. Yeah? So do I care? No. That's fine. Because no matter what, even if I get rid of the Dragastapelia, putting a token counter on them doesn't really do anything, so yeah, that's fine. Do you have like Droplet or something to get an extra spell into the grave to steal the monster? Like what are we doing? What are we doing here? Nothing? We're just okay, cool, great, fantastic. Anyway. Sure. Target one on the card, it sends it to the graveyard? Sure. Special summon a Sky Striker monster from your deck. Yeah, that's A-okay. This is like a warrior? It's a machine. Warrior. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Striker. Dahark? Dahark? The Dahark Charmer? Are we gonna go for Mirror Jade here? That'd be really frustrating. Yeah, they can go for Mirror Jade. Tisk tisk. Mirror Jade. Rude. Sure, we'll go like this. Udora. Target. Target. Shark Cannon. For what? Banishing the Mirror Jade? You're gonna banish the Mirror Jade? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Oh, man. That's very kind of you, sir. That is very kind of you. Oh, I guess they could steal it now, yeah. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. I forgot they had enough spells. Ah, that's fine. That's totally fine. What are you gonna do? Activate its effect? He's just a dude. It's not just a banish. That's not how that card works. Because rarely are both instant wins versus striker. True. Unicron. Target a card. Discard the third Ray. All three Rays are in the graveyard, by the way. That's very funny. Sure. Brandon in red. Target Tragedy. Cool. Handshake and the end of the game. Chimera, 1, a 2, a 3. We do have to banish the Geldo, which kind of sucks, but not really anything that we can do about that. Out comes Chimera. We have a Poly in the grave, right? Yeah. Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2. No alt art unicorn? The alt art unicorn is worse, I'm sorry. It just is. Now I summon the Mirror Jade. They really tried there. An attempt was made. But what they should have done is not played Striker. I disagree. You're wrong. You're wrong. You think the alt art is better? Alt art is better than the regular? Incorrect. Incorrect. The only alt art... No, that's not true. Most of the alt arts are good. Here's the thing. I have grown attached to the regular unicorn, and the alt art, I don't like that Ibli's in it. I don't like it. It's just not as good. Right? It's better because of Ibli. I dislike it because of Ibli. Ibli is the problem. Yo, is that me? And it resolves. Yay. And before he decks us out in 60, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see him be able to summon 60 times. Kwakimairu. Add the guy. Yo, is that Guardian? Alt Art Eldritch is much cooler than normal Eldritch, though. Yes. Yes. Do we run an Imperm or Nib? Nope, but we do run Droplet. Oh, he was an extra normal. I was like, wait, hold on. How did we do this? Would Adamantipator be fine if they banned Block Dragon? It wouldn't be good, but it'd be fine, yeah. And that's the end of the phase, end of the turn, end of the phase, end of the turn. Yo, is that Revival Golem? Yo, is that grass? I could mill... Oh, literally none. Oh, that's so fucking funny. That is hilarious beyond belief. I'm gonna summon Tragedy here. What are you gonna do? Stop me? Literally can't. Can't stop me now. Cool. Let's go polymerization. You have full combo? Really? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Ah, it's 3 different names. I always forget that it's 3 different names. That's fine. If it searches 1 rock and could only be summoned twice or something, it would be okay. True. Or you could just ban the card. Or you just ban it. That also works. Ban it. Are there any new banned cards? Any new banned cards? No. Any new limited cards? Yes. There was a new ban list. Will you upload branded tier? I will upload tier stuff, like a Shizu tier stuff. Branded tier? Probably not. Does branded even combo? Yes. Cockroach! Dude, I love La Cucaracha! La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha. Is there any difference between ban and limited in this game? Yes. Well, that is a hand. They're also playing fucking 60. You're kidding me. Alright, set 1 pass. Do we think Kick gets banned after the pack expires? I don't know. I don't know, hard to say. I have 1 hand trap, by the way. Discarding grass. I think this is what we hit. Herald of motherfucking Orange Light. Well, damn. I guess I lose. I guess I lose the game. I guess I lose now. I guess the game is now over because they happened to also draw their own Herald of Orange Light. Happy. Add the branded. This is funny? What makes this funny? They chained this so poorly. At this point, I could actually at grass. So there's that. Oh, I always draw the 1-ofs. I drew the 1-of Herald, I drew the 1-of Sword. I draw the 1-of Driver, I draw the 1-of Ad Libitum. It's great. I guess it's a monster to banish, probably. Bring back the Albaz, banish. Yup. They've already normaled. What am I worried about? Not dead, notably. 50 cards. I can mill 4 off of this. That really sucks. Why am I disconnected? What the hell is happening? What's going on with my internet? It's been really bad as of late. Set the branded in red, sure. That's fine. Am I playing the Eidolok? No. Why would I be playing that? That's just worse. Branded opening is fan-fucking-tastic. Great. We're gonna start with grass. Wow! 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 Fuck you, dude! I got Mudora. Oh, that's disgusting. I hate it here. Wow. And I know everything that they have. Yeah, we just grabbed the Ad Libitum. Yeah, we just grabbed the Ad Libitum. We know that they don't have anything. We go branded opening. Discard Sword. Special summon. Special summon the Albaz. Activate the effect. Luck is a skill. Grab a branded fusion. Activate the branded fusion. We go Albion here, right? Yeah, 100%. 100% we go Albion. We're gonna pitch Snow and Albaz. Albion. Orange is in fact alive. Isn't that crazy? Albion effect. Grass is fair and balanced, guys. Grass is a fair and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card that allows for interesting and interactive gameplay to occur. Trust. Trust. Alright, we're gonna fusion summon out the Lubellion. Actually, I'm just straight up fucking lying. No, I'm right. Yeah. We're gonna go Lubellion by banishing. Is there anything I'd want to special? Can this special target a Despia monster? Okay. Then we will go for this one and this one. Lubellion technically kills the orange light, but that doesn't really matter because we're also going to be able to grab a card back here due to Sword. So we're going to pitch the Ad Libitum. We're going to go Sword here. And back this one we have normaled, which is great. I think we just have lethal here. Fallen Albaz. Let's grab up the Q, probably. Could go Dragostapelia. Or I could actually go Starving Venom and boost. Which then creates lethal. Yeah, we go Starving Venom here. Oh shoot, you're a light. Okay. I forgot that guy's a light. Then we go Q. Yeah, then we go Q. We're gonna shuffle back the Tragedy. And Gamma, I guess. Q. Okay. We'll activate the Q here. I can go Starving Venom now with Fallen of Albaz, but I think it's better to go Mirror Jade to banish that, and then we still have Lethal. Because they're on 7. Discard Herald. Do I have Branded Opening? I do. Haha. I could also go Titaniclad. Oh, is Titaniclad actually better? No, I guess it's this one. We'll go Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade effect. Actually, we don't need to activate the effect. They're gonna trigger their effect, which is totally a-okay with me. Branded in red. Whoa, target the ad libitum. No. Actually, I'm gonna target. I'm gonna have to cause back. Yep. Retribution, grab up the Branded Fusion. Sure. Yep. Resolves without effect, and we have Lethal. Grass is such a cool and interesting Yu-Gi-Oh card that provides very fun and interactive games. Don't you guys agree? Don't you all just agree? Like, all of those games in Plat 1 felt terrible to win. They were all just like, alright, I guess I'm just winning this because I'm luckier. Did I save this replay? I did. Okay. Here's the deck list. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. Pepe Jam, indeed. I really should get the, there's a way that you can get an attachment to make all of, like, the YouTube, like, you basically get Twitch chat on YouTube. I need to figure out how to do that. How fast you climb with a good deck? Very. Well, the thing is, like, climbing through Plat is a cakewalk. I could do that with literally anything. I've done it with Dark Lords in the past as well. It's Diamond that is a problem. Or that tends to be a problem. Because it's like... That one is a lot more about just time. Because people will just have better built decks. Which means that it is a lot more about luck. Right? So, like... Did you find the out to Max C? Did you find the out to whatever card that happens to beat your deck, right? On top of like, oh, can you play through an unbreakable board that your opponent set up? Can you play through the insane amount of interactions that they were able to set up because you didn't draw any hand traps? Yeah. So it's just like playing through Plat. The difference in deck building, specifically between Plat and Diamond, is the biggest difference, right? I think, like, the player's skill in piloting the deck is pretty similar. Diamond players are terrible at piloting their own decks, but more specifically, they have better builds. Like, they looked them up and they're, like, better at it. But in general, it's just, like... I mean, yeah, if you play a good deck, it's easy. My experience is in Diamond most of the time. To draw the out or lose. Yep, exactly. It's a lot of that. Yeah, well, I got to Diamond. Hot take, I'm excited for this format. That's not a hot take. I'm also excited for this format. I am very excited for tier, right? However, I do want to actually go over, do a tier list for the upcoming format, because it's one of those things where it's like, this upcoming format, now that tier isn't, like, far and away the best deck, which it still will be, I kind of want to see, like, where, given the rest of the limitations, where the rest of the stuff is going to end up, or what I expect the rest of the stuff is going to be at. Anyway. So now that we've done our main goal, let's switch, shall we? Why am I not doing branded tier? Because Ishizu tier is just significantly better in like every regard. Oh, that's not the right ban list. Sorry, this is the ban list. Why is Necroface semi-limited? Why is anything semi-limited? Except for Malicious. Malicious is the only thing. Yeah, you know what? Okay, let's bring this over. Would have been nice if they hit the Ishizu cards so that we had more variants of tier roaming around. Yeah, it would have been nice if they actually hit the... Or if they had released the tier stuff prior to the Ishizu stuff. Or if they had limited the Ishizu stuff. Or if they had done, like, literally anything of sane mind. But alas, it's Konami. Would you expect them to be intelligent? And the thing is, a lot of people are like,
well, it's because they don't want to give, like, URs when they inevitably refund it.
And I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. If you pre-limit it, right, people aren't going to buy those new cards, right? Whereas if you refund them, like, they still have to buy the new stuff. And specifically with this, it's like, well, you could limit the Ishizu stuff, and then you're giving them less UR material, or like less UR and SR material, than what is actually going to be required to craft the new tier stuff. So this one in particular, it's like, no, that's not really a good argument. I don't know much about tier. I'll be following the vids. Good. Categorize the deck. Sick. Master Duel tier list. Alright, this one. Oh, Terrarium Master Mode boss difficulty. I've done that. We could do that. Diamond 1 worthy? Easy Diamond? Need a good pilot? Hard to pop off? That's where I'm at. I'm right here. I've seen a bunch of people saying they're not even bothered because of the tier hit. The tier was hit hard off of the jump. It's only going to get worse. That's another problem that I have. Please tell me tier is in here. Please, oh please, tell me tier. Tier isn't in here.
Huh?
Is Splight even in here? Runic's in here. Witchcrafter's in here. Is Splight really not in here? Am I just blind? Am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Okay, Gigantic's right there. I was about to say, I was like, ain't no way that's real. But Tyr's not in here, so L. Is Window worth the craft? Yes. Because then you can play Shaddolls. And Shaddolls are great. Master Yi tier skin list. Tier list skin. Number tier list. Dueling structure deck. You go final boss with dueling characters. You go deck. What is happening? Why is this? Why is so bad? Why is so bad? Like half of these have nothing to do. March? No. Should be like April. No, has no one done one for tier? For when tier was announced? I got 10k gems and 200 UR dust. That will be enough. Why is Splight in here twice? Okay. No! No. And it broke. Bro, you're kidding me, right? No. No. I need a bunch of cards not in the pack. So if I don't get lucky with my pulls, I might be screwed. No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What am I? Can't even like search up anything. I just want to make a tier list with tier in it. But alas, there was not. Oh wait, this is just a Yu-Gi-Oh tier list. Just dismantled my Dinomorphia and got 34 URs there. What the hell? There's 34 UR. What are you playing in Dinomorphia? What is a UR in Dinomorphia? Everything? There are 3 decks that I've loaded. All 3 of which I love. Keep loading. Keep going. Keep going. Is Tyr in here? Tyr's not in here. What is this, Makonko? Where's Tyr? Oh, there's Tyr. Tyr, Kashtira, Fen. Or, Ishizu. I said Fenrir. Kashtira. I mean... Oh, we don't have the Bestial stuff. All Pokemon anime seasons. That's what we should do. I've never seen, like, 90% of them. Yu-Gi-Oh! London. YCS London. Board Breaker tier list. Sick. Why is it... What is happening? Why is my internet so terrible right now? I don't get it. I'm so confused. I got 2 each of the XZ level 4s. For Dinomorphia has an XZ? 3 Theresia, 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Lilith, 3 Heavenly Prison. Well, keep the Heavenly Prison, I'll tell you that. Street Fighter. Dang. The level 4 Dino. Can't remember the name. The rank 4 Dino? I don't know. I could make a template. But then I'd have to find all of the pictures, which I don't have. Dang. What if I just type in Master Duel? That's gonna be even worse, isn't it? Logia or Dolka? Logia and Dolka. There you go. Master Yi skins! So it shows up. It's hilarious. One's an Omni Negate, one's like Solemn Judgment. Yeah. Logia and Dolka. They also run the UR Solemns. True. And it broke. What is happening? Hold on. Close it. Close this one. Why am I lagging so very heavily? This is frustrating. I don't know what's happening to my PC. It's just dying. It's just dying. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know if it's my PC. I don't know. Just everything is slow right now. Sorry, chat. I promise I will get this fixed. I want to know which structure deck is better, Dark Magician or Dragon Maid? Probably Dark Magician. Oh, it's this motherfucker. That's taking up all of my CPU. Access denied. I will kill you. No. Why are you slowing me down? Go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'll have to fix that later. Oh, that's so frustrating. Nah. My mana open Ash, Called by Maxi going first, and I open Called by Ash, Runic's Destruction going second. Sometimes you just have every answer to their play. I'd say go for Dragon Maid? No. The Dark Magician one is better because you grab the Illusion of Chaos as well as the Dark Magician Souls, which is just, like, better and more useful in more generic decks. Dragon Maid is good if you're going to just play Dragon Maid. But if you just want, like, the best of the structure decks by itself, it's Salamangreat. Also, Dragon Maid works with Branded. It's the best of both worlds. So does Dark Magician. Like, everything fucking works with Branded. That's like saying, you could put that on a sandwich. It's like, yeah, bitch, you could put anything on a sandwich. It's fine. Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. There are... What? Okay. Anything that has Anaconda can run Branded. Exactly. Bug or Snack Yu-Gi-Oh! Edition? Huh? Huh? Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Tier list, April 2023. Tier's here. So is Dark World, but that's okay. Splice here. Branded's here. Alright, this one will work. Fantastic. We'll just ignore this one and this one. You'll just ignore them. And also this one. Well, no, this can be Pendulum. That's fine. Cool. Fantastic. Let's begin. Gastric what? Huh? Okay. So, this is a tier list specifically with tier coming to Master Duel in mind, with also a specific focus on the ladder and not specifically tournaments. So, this is best of ones, climbing the ladder, what's going to give you the best advantage, yada yada. Let's get tier out of the way. Tier is the best deck. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Even with the limitations to both the Ishizu and the tier cards, the deck will still function basically the same. You will be playing just additional copies of... And also, I believe that we are getting... Hold on. I believe they have announced... Maybe they haven't announced it, but I think it's in the files that we are getting things like Rukalos, Scream, etc., which is going to shoot it even further into best deck status because... Yeah, I don't know why they're giving us that right on release, but we're getting Rukalos, we're getting Kaleido Heart, we're getting obviously Kit and Perlino, as well as all of the other names. But on top of that, we're getting Scream, we're getting Crime, we're getting Soliac, we're getting Grief, we're getting Meta Noise. Like, we're getting all of them. So, there you go. All it takes is a long one activation. Yes. Yeah, tier is going to be insane. Smile. However, I'm very excited for it because the Ishizu tier mirror matches are really cool. And I know a lot of people don't like them, but that's fine. You can play in gold where there will be significantly less tier. Yeah, tier is going to be really cool. I'm excited for it. Moving on. Let's talk about Alistair. Alistair the Invoker is still a very, very solid deck. However, given tier, it kind of moves down. You need to be able to compete with tier, and it kind of can't do that. It's just not enough interactions. However, it can beat a lot of other things at the more top end. And if you're able to set up something like a Shaddoll Winda, and like the Shaddoll stuff, it's not terrible against tier unless they specifically have Havness, in which case L. But hey tier, stay in gold. Well, I mean, is anybody here from Egypt? No. Yeah, Alistair. I mean, specifically like the Invoked Dogmatica Shaddoll stuff is very good. What the fuck happened? I accidentally clicked a mouse button and then it broke. Okay, cool. Branded. Branded is going to still be one of the best decks, specifically due to its ability to play with the tier engine, on top of also being fairies, on top of also being darks, on top of all of these other things. You can play it with a 60-card version, or you could play it like by itself. I still think it's going to be mostly like a complement to tier, but if you're playing just like a branded strategy with like branded Despia stuff, it's not going to be nearly as good. Because you're basically playing a worse version of a Shizu tier. You can play like 60 cards with the branded stuff included, but that, again, it's just like, that's just a worse version of a Shizu tier. So, there you go. I dismantled it and used the mats to make Shaddoll. Best decision of my life. Let's go. Oh, misbranded Dino-Morbin. Not great, but fun AF. True. Plunder! Plunder's interesting. Plunder is specifically pretty decent into... Not, like, perfect, but has a pretty decent matchup into tier because of the way that it specifically interacts with removal. All of its removal is either banish or returning. You don't really send anything to the graveyard, right? So, if you're able to actually play the game, basically... and, like, you also play, like, kaijus and going second cards like that, which can be pretty helpful. But if you're able to basically set up your interactions, like set up your Moark and your Bran and stuff like that, you can actually very easily deal with a lot of the tier stuff that would be a problem. But the problem is you just don't have enough interactions, and they get stopped by, like, one or two. Although I do... No, they definitely will play Ash, but, you know, you die to Ash, so there's that. But I do think that Plunder does have a uniquely beneficial matchup against tier as compared to other things. Sword Soul is still going to be decent. I do think that it drops a bit, though. Right now, I'd say it's like a tier 1 deck. In the future, it's going to be significantly worse. mostly due to the fact that its matchup against Tyr isn't going to be as good. It's still good. You can go Protoss still and call Dark and then shut them off of like everything, which is just very good. And then they make Baguska and you cry. But I mean, that's still pretty decent for you. You can go like, then you can go and do like Tenyi stuff. So it's still pretty decent because of Protoss, and having Changing, which also allows for banishes, is also pretty nice. But having your stuff milled also isn't terrible, but it's also not the greatest. So you're not getting too much of a benefit off of the Ishizu stuff, like interacting with you, especially the shufflers in particular. They tend to be a big problem, but you're still able to, like, if you go first, just kind of like win the game. You play through interactions really well. You can even play through established boards pretty well as well. Protoss called Dark Copium. Well, I mean, yeah, basically. Yeah, Sword Soul is still well positioned to do well even with Tyr coming to the metagame. It doesn't really have a bad matchup currently, and while Ishizu Tyr is a pretty bad matchup, I don't think it will be, like, an unwinnable matchup like you might expect. Madolche is just, it's... Shufflers aren't great for it, but they're not terrible. Milling a whole bunch of cards, though, is pretty bad for Madolche. You do kind of need to have specific cards in your deck in order to search them out. But more specifically, you also need access to, like, your plays, and you can't really play through multiple interactions. And if your opponent sets up cards going first and is able to interact with you going first, it's very problematic for them. Just lots of things that... Although, no, because we are getting with the Vernus Sylphs. I lied. We're getting Vernus Sylphs. I forgot. I literally just forgot about the Vernus Sylphs. You're right. Madolches are literally getting one of the best cards, or some of the best cards that are ever printed. Vernus Sylphs are absolutely insane. I totally forgot about them. They literally boost the archetype a whole bunch, and yeah, make them actually just genuinely playable. Madolches are going to be pretty decent. Drytron sets up an infinite negate, and sending cards to the graveyard isn't bad for them. I'm gonna put them in tier 2, definitely above Plunder, but yeah, just still very good being able to infinite Omni negate, or go for like tribute summon the Vanity's Fiend, Vanity's Fiend, Majesty's Fiend, one of the two, to just like entirely shut your opponent off of special summoning. Can be a death sentence, so there's that. Really good. The new archetype of Monster Reborn for Earth make the Millers useful. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Eldritch. Eldritch goes down. Actually, I want to put Eldritch in Rogue, but the thing is, like, you could still play... If your cards get milled, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because now you get to set up your combo on the first turn as well. So again, it's not like necessarily a bad thing. But with the Shufflers, it does make it a lot more problematic. So there's that. You're also losing your Floodgates. I'm going to put them in Rogue. They're not great, but they're not terrible. Flunder being able to still play Dimensional Barrier is really, really strong. Or, not Dimensional Barrier. Dimension Shifter, as well as Macrocosmos, as well as Dimension Fissure, all are very, very good for Flunder and against Tyr, and a lot of the rest of the metagame also kind of falter to that specific style. And then as long as you just don't break, which isn't too difficult, you're able to just like pop off and play the game. However, a Baguska Pass does kill you. So there's that. Exo Sister, sadly, is also going to be well positioned in the current metagame due to the fact that it specifically banishes, which is very, very nice against Tyr. However, I don't think Tyr is going to be all that as heavily played in the metagame, so I am going to put it at tier 2 because Exo Sister loses to fucking everything else. Just any sort of interaction, Exo Sister just dies to. It does have a good matchup specifically against Tyr, and that's kind of it. Everything else is just bad. But having that really decent matchup against Tyr makes it at least tier 2. Kind of sad, but true. Pendulum. Oh, pendulum. Wow, pendulum. Thinking on pendulum. Pendulum cannot be better than rogue. Pendulum's probably rogue. Reason being, pendulum loses to dimension shifter. Dimension shifter will be a lot more common as of the new cards, or as of tier being released. 2, pendulum doesn't want their cards being milled and sent to the graveyard. They don't want their cards in the graveyard. That's just not good for them. 3, having interaction such as tier has, going first, going second. Either way, you're going to be playing through additional disruptions, which doesn't help pendulum. Pendulum has a hard time playing through interactions, but if they can set up their board, they're pretty good. And then they also tend to not set up enough interactions, or like favorable interactions. I still think that they have a good shot against a lot of the rest of the metagame, but against specifically that tier, the tier 1, the tier elements, as well as the other stuff in tier 1, just not quite as good. Pendulum also loses to Solemn Strike. Yeah, but who's playing Solemn Strike? Exorcister struggles to beat the Blue Eyes Pass, which is so funny. You're right, it does. Lab. Lab is just Eldritch, but worse. It's decent, kind of poorly positioned right now. Yeah, that's basically it. You can't really play like the Macrocosmos type effects as well, so it has a similar issue with Pendulum. But that's kind of it. I kind of want to move all of these down a tier. There we go. Yeah, we're going to move all of these down a tier, and we're going to move these down. That looks better. Yeah, pretty much. Virtual World still being able to look at your opponent's hand and hand rip is still very, very strong. Doing that through the interaction, and also having things be milled to the graveyard isn't inherently like a bad thing. The shufflers don't really interact very favorably. A lot of the stuff specifically activates in hand, meaning Haveness isn't going to be too much of a problem for Virtual World. The more that I'm talking about this, the more I'm like, Virtual World actually is pretty decent here. Shen Pass is like a death sentence, and you don't even have to activate anything on the field for Shen Pass to just auto turn off basically the entire deck. Virtual World's crazy. What the fuck? No Umi control? Fuck Umi control. Yeah, Virtual World, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's already pretty well positioned in the current metagame due to the introduction of the new hand rip stuff. If they got rid of Smoke Grenade, like if you banned Smoke Grenade, this deck pretty much loses all of its umph. But the deck's really well positioned. It doesn't really interact very well. Like Haveness doesn't interact well with it. I guess like Kelbeck does, which is a problem. It's able to hand rip and specifically look at your opponent's hand. So you're not sending something at random. You're looking at your opponent's hand so you can get the specific card that you need to out. So like if you see like the Perlino, which is at 1, hey, now that's gone, right? Or like you can get rid of a shuffler, which again, you don't really have that bad of a matchup against the shufflers. Like the shufflers can be a bit problematic. Like they can shuffle away your spell that's in the graveyard, but that's kind of it. Like everything else, it doesn't really matter whether it's in the graveyard or not as much. The traps are quick effect, so you could just like tag out or activate those quickly. So yeah, I think this is pretty well positioned. Layer of Darkness best deck. Metaverse might be viable with it at 1. Metaverse? No. Not Metaverse. AFD, maybe. With, like, Destrudo into AFD. And play, like, multiple field spells. Like, other field spells. Like, for example, if you're playing Branded, that would be useful. So you can play, like, Destrudo stuff. Yeah. But even then, it's not great. Why is Metaverse still at 1? Because Chicken Game exists. That's why. That's exactly the reasoning. Because what you can do with Metaverse is your opponent goes to attack you. They deal damage. In battle, you flip up Metaverse. You then activate your Chicken Game. And then your opponent can't kill you. And then you get a draw. Cool. MathMech. MathMech's still pretty well positioned in the metagame, even currently. It's like one of the best decks, specifically in tournaments, due to a side deck and stuff like that. But even on ladder, it's still very strong. Being able to go like access code punch is very strong. All of that fun stuff. It doesn't have the greatest of matchups because of actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it does have a pretty mid matchup against tier. Like it is legitimately one of the worst one-sided matchups, but it does very well against like everything else. However, tier is going to be very prominent. It's like tier 1.5 power level, but its matchups are specifically bad. Like it's bad against tier. It's not great against branded. It's pretty good against Splight, which is why I'm like, eh. But I'm also just like, it's not quite in the same tier as these two. Like, these two are actually good against tier and good to decks generally. This is just like a horrible matchup against tier. It's so bad. Sending cards to the graveyard? Oh, you're just going to trigger my effects? Great. Fantastic. Continue playing. You don't continue playing as if nothing happened. Yeah. There you go. Dragon Link. How well is Dragon Link loses pretty hard to the shufflers, but milling cards is pretty decent for them. On top of that, they can play 60 cards or 40. They don't have the Bestials, which makes it significantly worse. If they had the Bestials, I'd probably put them above MathMech. Not having the Bestials means that their matchup specifically against the tier stuff becomes a lot more problematic, because then you have to run either additional hand traps or more gas in order to actually play the game. So it becomes a little bit more problematic. I'm not going to put them above MathMech. I think MathMech is just better suited for this meta. But Dragon Link is still very strong. Yeah. Lots of tier 2 stuff. Runic. Runic's still very good, even without the floodgates, even with all the limitations to that and what have you. They're still very strong, specifically, notably, with Splight. If this is Splight Runic, I'm going to put it up here in tier 1. Splight Runic is just really, really solid. Yeah, that's basically it. We don't have the Fur Hire stuff that would make the, like, Runic Fur Hire pretty decent, where you kind of just, like, cycle through a million cards. But, yeah, Runic's still very strong with Splight being able to constantly make boards, especially against something like tier that is also going to be able to consistently do that. Yeah, being able to have like multiple interactions is very solid. Being able to like negate, although destruction isn't great, but also having like a way to banish cards as well is very nice. You could banish, you know, Soliacs or Paralinos or additional names or what have you. So yeah, still pretty well suited. Dragon Link is pretty underrated. I will agree. Trap Trick. Trap Trick does not have the new support. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you that Trap Trick is just a crazy rogue tier or like top tier strategy that everyone is sleeping on. No, it's bad. It's good against players who don't read, but if you're trying to get to Diamond 1, Trap Tricks, all you have to do is know not to imperm Sarah, and it dies to just about everything. So there you go. Although having access to Gravedigger's Trap Hole is nice, they kind of lose going second. Like, if they do anything going second, they're just dead. So, are they going to get it better once they get their support, or is it not going to help at all? Trap Trick? Trap Trick will get significantly better with the new support. The new support is crazy. I have it. It's insane. And it allows them to, like, go first more consistently, while also giving them better access to, like, additional tools for going second. It's just very solid. Sky Striker is also just just it's just bad. Even right now, it's not very good. It's definitely above it's above Trap Tricks, but not by much. Yeah, they have too many limitations on like important cards, and that's mostly due to Engage being at 2. If they put Engage to 1 and unlimit the rest of the cards, I think the deck is fine. But only having access to 1 Hornet Drone, only having access to the 2 Kagari, only having access to... No, I think it's just those, right? It's just the Hornet Drone and the Kagari at this point, and then of course the Engage. But also it's just like, sure, you can go second, but you basically have one play on an open field, which is just never going to happen against tier or against any deck, really. Where it's like, oh, my opponent literally doesn't have anything. And it's like, even if tier bricks, they're going to set a card, and then at that point, you have to, like, deal with it, send it to the graveyard in some way, without proccing an effect, which at that point, tier isn't, or Sky Striker does have a hard time actually clearing the field. So, there you go. Tri-Brigade! Tri-Brigade Splight is probably the worst version of Splight, but even with that being said, Splight is absolutely still really good. It still has a good matchup against tier. It's able to consistently make decent boards. And specifically with Shureg, that means that you can summon something, banish an important card, non-targeting, which is absolutely fantastic against tier. So it's still decently situated into the metagame. However, if we're talking more like Lyralisk or like regular Tri-Brigade with like DPE and stuff, that's not really going to be nearly as good against tier and against the rest of the metagame. So that does fall quite a bit, but Splight Tri-Brigade is still pretty good. And also DDL. DDL is crazy against that deck as well. Being able to bounce something is really, really solid. I remember when Tri-Brigade was extremely good when Master Duel was first released. I know! That was my favorite. Smile. I loved it. Anyway, Splight. Splight's just fantastic. Being able to consistently make the same board over and over is really good. Being able to go into like Onibimaru to deal with something without like sending it to the graveyard. Being able to go Sky Cab to deal with stuff. Being able to go into just a myriad of other things that specifically deal with tier so effectively. On top of that, being able to go like being able to run like 1,000,000 hand traps and targeted hand traps is so advantageous for Splight. Splight has so much room for so many cards that you can run you can run the Ghost Bells, you can run the Ashes, you can run the DD Crows, you can run the Maxis, you can run the Albaz, you can run the Imperms, you can run all of these cards and still be able to play your full engine, which is really good in a meta where you can specifically target a deck that is a problem. So there you go. Against tier, Tri-Splight is better than Live Twin Splight? True. Against... Yeah. Yep. Yep. I don't have Live Twin on here. Live Twin Splight would go below this, but it'd still be a Splight variant, which is still very strong. Marincess. Marincess is Rogue. It does Mathmech stuff, but worse. Probably better than Alistair, but worse than Madolche. Being able to end on an unaffected boss monster is pretty nice, as well as something that is a taunt and a way to like negate spell traps, and then just, you know, in general being a big chunker. It's difficult for tier to really effectively deal with that. But then they just pop your field spell and then you die. True, never mind. Because they pop up with the field spell. Most likely if they get to the field spell. I don't know. It's not great. Actually, probably worse than Alistair, now that I'm thinking about it. I sort of don't understand why Life Twin Splight is rated so lowly, considering that's the version of the deck that can consistently set scythe. Okay, so here's the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't entirely about the best plays that you can make, right? This is why the Ito lock in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel isn't nearly as good as not playing it and not playing those bricks. Consistency is one of the most important things in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you are able to do your plays consistently and set up multiple interactions through interactions, and just like, you're basically able to make the same board over and over, i.e. Splight, your deck is very strong, right? Even if the interactions aren't great, being able to do that consistently is fantastic. And the reason for that is because if your board is massive, that means that there is probably a weakness to it, right? You have to run a million bricks. You're inconsistent. You die to a hand trap, etc., etc. Not dying to a hand trap means that you could probably also play less like engine pieces, and you can play more tech cards. Cards to interact with the opponent, specifically things like Dark Rulers, or Ash, or Called By, or whatever it may be, to specifically deal with opponent's cards. So there you go. That's why. So being able to set Scythe and pop it, while that is nice, it's very strong, it does lose to, like, Runic, right? Or it does lose to, like, the consistency of a myriad of other things, right? If it gets hand trapped, if it gets Called By, if it gets DD Crowed, if it gets Ghost Spelled, if it gets, Dropleted, if it gets... There are a myriad of ways to deal with that. Dark Ruler No More stops it, right? And it doesn't really have a play outside of that. It's a very strong play, very high ceiling, but it's high risk, high reward, right? If it works, you win the game. If it doesn't, which is likely, you don't really have much else going for you. Whereas in comparison, if you just make like a regular Splight board, you're sitting on what, like Smashers and full combo on follow-up, right? Which is far stronger than like Scythe, Pass, Hope. So like Lifetime Splight would also be better if you're running like more hand traps instead. Anyway. Marissus is basically adding Nisser by ending on a rival side versus boss monster. Kind of. The trap also makes them unaffected if they destroy the steel spell. But yeah, no attack boost. And the attack boost does matter. Specifically against Tyr, it does matter. Rika. Rika is also pretty... Rika's a decent deck. I'm going to put it below Virtual World. Rika's good. It's strong. It just kind of does its game plan, and it does it well. Tributing for cost is pretty good against Tyr as well. Do we have Rika Concon? We have Rika Concon, right? That'd be crazy if we didn't. Yeah, being able to tribute for cost is very effective against a deck that wants to send its cards to the graveyard for effect. So tributing for cost means that they don't get that activation, meaning you can deal with things pretty effectively. And then you can also play Rivalry, which just kind of says F you to most things. So, there you go. Rika's good. Kind of difficult to play. Can end on some pretty good boards, but nothing insane. Dino. Dino does have Misk. Does that matter? Not really. Because you go Misk, activate the effect, and then you get shuffled away. And then your Misk's second effect, which is probably the more important effect, doesn't do anything. But you can also go second and play, like, evenly matched and stuff like that. I think Dino is a cut above things like Madolche and the like. But I don't see it being better suited to the meta than something like Plunder. Where's Adamantipator on here? Oh, true, Adamantipator. Adamantipator would be like here, tier 1.5. I think it'd be below Splight. Having access to Block Dragon is nice, but losing to the Shufflers does suck, specifically for Block Dragon. However, I mean, just sending it to the graveyard is crazy enough. And also being like able to mill your own stuff is also very strong. So like if they end up milling your cards, that's good for you. You can go like Revival Golem. You can play like Tackle Crusader, which is also very good. There's a lot of like good things that Adamantipator does that interacts specifically going first without actually playing like hand traps or stuff like that. Yeah, Block Dragon's insane. Going first, you set up an unbreakable board. You can scythe lock your opponent. You can, I guess you can't really scythe lock anymore, but you could like, you can hand rip your opponents and deal with the card that would out your board, like a Dark Ruler or something. So there's that. Yeah, Adamantipator would be like 1.5. The Dino problem is that they lose to every single interaction. Somehow even Misk does not save the deck. Yeah. 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 You're not... I mean, it's not entirely true. Because if they open Lost World or Misk, which both of those are at 3, and you also have Fossil Dig to get to Misk, then they don't really lose as hard. It can be problematic, but they really don't lose that hard. Right? Unless they're playing like the Scrap variant, which I really think they shouldn't. Because it just loses so heavily. 2 interactions, but... I heard dinos can play through Nib losslessly. Yeah, basically. Because if you go Misk, they're unaffected, so they don't get tributed. So your monsters just stay on the field and Nib gets summoned. And then you get a token. And it's like, oh, cool. Well, dope. DD Crow and Skullmeister might be good hand traps now for tier. Skullmeister, no. DD Crow, yes. Skullmeister, the problem with Skullmeister is chain blocking. Right? Ghost Bell is also good, but like... I guess Skullmeister's not bad, but it's like DD Crow is far superior. And like you're better off playing like Imperm than Skullmeister. Or like big blowout cards like Evenly Matched. Right? Because like tier isn't really going to have a good answer to Evenly Matched. Besides like maybe Havinous in hand. Spiral with 3 quick fix. Spiral, I would probably put below Dragon Link. I don't think they're quite as good. They have a similar issue to Mathmech, where it's like they kind of heavily lose to the Shufflers. But they're still kind of well situated with the rest of the metagame. They do have a major issue going second. Actually, I'd probably put them lower. Probably put them below Gerytron. They can combo for days and prevent your opponent from playing the game as well. But if they get shuffled, they're kind of just sad. Is it enough that Lost World makes their entire field untargetable? That is hilariously annoying. It's wise to side deck Karma Cut in Tri-Brigade deck with tier release. Or do you have another suggestion? Do not side deck Karma Cut. Karma Cut is a terrible card. I'm going to tell you right now. You need to set Karma Cut. That's it. You need to set that card. A better option, if you're wanting to side deck something for the tier mirror match, for the tier deck, things like DD Crow, especially in Tri-Brigade. DD Crow should be a 3 of. This tier list for Master Duel? Yes. For the ranked ladder? Yes. Yeah, DD Crow is a must. Play 3 of that. You can also play things like Evenly Matched. You can play just like more combo pieces, basically. Like Triple Nerval and stuff like that is going to be very important. More like Revolt in particular. If we're talking about like Lyralisk Tri-Brigade, having just like doing your combo is pretty decent. It's not like insane, but it's pretty decent. Trying to think of what else. Funnily enough, if you go like... No. Trying to think of other like side deck cards. Lancia's interesting, but probably not worth it because that like stops the shufflers, but that's kind of it. What else? What else against tier? Imperm is like really good. Droplet's really good. Imperm Droplet, yeah, does. Silent Graveyard. Silent Graveyard can be pretty good. What about Melfi Tri-Brigade? I don't know. I don't know the Melfi cards. Kind of surprised Punk isn't on the list. Oh! Well, this is from TCG, so that's why it's not here. Punk! Yeah, where would I put Punk? Punk would be... We still have Chaos Ruler? That's crazy. Just having Chaos Ruler makes Punk, like, insane. And Punk's, like... Because you could play, like, Punk Tier. You could play Adamantipator Punk. Punk's just, like, a really good engine. It's not necessarily individually... Like, if you're playing pure Punk, it's not crazy. But being able to bounce cards is also pretty good in this meta. But then you just get negated by Rukalos because that exists. I'd say Punk's probably above Mathematic. I'd probably put it in tier 1.5 along with, like, Adamantipator. More like Chaos Ruler Turbo. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Punk's... I mean, as an engine, it's better. As an individual deck, it's not nearly as strong. Psychic End Punisher is good, but not crazy. There are a lot of ways to deal with it. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, that's basically it. Tier 2 probably. Maybe. Maybe like top of tier 2. How good is Kashtira right now? Fantastic. It doesn't exist in Master Duel, but in the TCG, it's best deck, no questions asked. This is obviously for Master Duel. Otherwise, this list would look very different. But yeah, Cash is very strong. Cool. How good will Vernisylphs be? Vernisylphs will probably be similar to like Punk, where it's individually as a deck, probably not going to see a lot of play. Probably isn't going to do a whole lot. But as an engine, very good. Very good. Vernisylph can be played with like Madolche, it can be played with Adamantipator, it can be played with the other Shizu stuff as well. Amazonas? Worse than Trap Trick. The Amazonas cards do fucking nothing for the archetype. Have you read these cards? Have you seen these cards? I mean, technically they help. Technically. In reality, they do like nothing. It's just laughably bad. Is that it? New Melfi cards. Melfi's pretty good. Staring Contest. Oh, I forgot about that. Amazonas D tier. Exactly. We're getting Melfi Wally as well. Dang. Do we have Penny? Oh yeah, we're getting Penny. We got Penny and Caddy. So we can play like Melfi Splight. That's goated. Goated! Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yep, there's the list. There we go. And I should probably put tier like above at like tier 0.5, but I don't want to make another tier. What would I say for Unchained? Down here. Unchained has a particularly mid matchup against tier. And it's just mid in general. More Adamantipator support. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. I'm sure I'm missing something. Obviously, we probably won't be seeing any more like a Shizu Chaos shenanigans. So I'd be surprised to see that. Oh, Heroes. Heroes. Let's talk about Heroes. Heroes would be like Rogue tier. Setting up Darklaw is pretty good. Other than that, you're kind of fucked. But the Jungle Waifus can make in Soul Day. Well, then it's not Amazonas now, is it? 6 Ams? Yikes. DDD? Yikes. DDD is a pendulum deck that also requires the graveyard. And also is just... It doesn't have much in terms of interactions. Like, it sets up really strong 1 to 2 interactions, and that's kind of it. So, not exactly the strongest. Dino Morbin, not very good. We've talked about all of those. Exo Sister, Labyrinth, Ancient Warrior. Ancient Warriors aren't good. Going second when everyone else can also go second very effectively isn't necessarily a strong site. Salad, notably, isn't on here. Salad, maybe Rogue. Probably more well situated than Marincess, I would say. Because they can more easily go like Baguska or Dweller. Which makes it a little bit better for them. They also have a way to spin a card instead of like... Is it... No, it sends, doesn't it? Never mind. What about S-Force? Adagnister is basically Mathmech. They're like the same. Just play the Mathmech stuff in Adagnister and it's better. Where would I put Phantom Knights? Rogue. Phantom Knights are really bad. Phantom Knights lose to a lot. They lose to, like, an interaction. And also the interaction... Again, the interactions are fine, but really easy to deal with. Like, heaven forbid, they have a targeting negate. That's basically it. Maybe a DPE. Maybe they have a DPE. But yeah, for the most part, they're not really making much. Agents? Bad. Dark Magician? No, I'm just kidding. Witchcrafter? Yeah, none of these are gonna be doing great. I'm not even gonna talk about them. True Draco. Just kidding. Yeah, that's that's basically it. Prankhead. Rogue. Triliteralist no longer meta? Not really. Not with tier. Probably not. I'll still play it. But I wouldn't say that it's like top tier. I don't know. It's like tier 2, probably. Like bottom of tier. It's probably better than Dino Plunder, Exosister. Probably here-ish. Put it there. So still good in comparison to like the myriad of other decks that are out there. Like all this stuff. Like Therion. Witchcrafter, Eldritch. Sick. Formula Athletes. Insanity. Alright, that's going to be it for today's stream. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty.